It appears that it is working. Good. Still a bit hitchy, but what can you do? Okay, I took a bit of a break and went to Hyrule Field. But I'm gonna go ahead and teleport back to that one spot because I met my goal last stream, which was really just get from point A to point B. As I always have the most fun doing it like that. Oh man, I'm tired. Alright, let's see, where am I here? Right, Hebra region. I should go ahead and turn this up, actually. That'll do. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I need to finish posting to my YouTube community tab. Come on, do the thing, do the thing. Post, damn you, post! Oh, right. Keep forgetting. Ice level. I require the hammer of flame. Let's see here. So as I recall, to find two when I have to go into a... Oh. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that's not bad. Good enough. I did it. There we are. Yeah, that's all. Anyway. So I recall I have to go up here and find a cave marked with some torches. Now, hypothetically, find two in there. Well, hypothetically, at least. What's that? Okay, it's waterfall. With no source because it's on an island. I gotta ask, how do you have a wellspring on a giant island? It's gotta run out at some point, right? Because spring water comes from the ground. How's that waterfall working then? Is there like a magical water crystal that keeps fueling it? Okay, hold that thought. Shaku! There we go. Oh, right. They freeze you through sheer proximity alone. I keep forgetting that. Anyway. Our Pathfinder session last night went pretty okay. It was mostly just a planning session. We only have like maybe 2.5 hours a week to do Pathfinder, which is not ideal, but what else can you do, right? Oh shit. Just hit me, that's a silver point. Oh, I get it. Okay, hold on. Die. That didn't work. wonder if this does anything. Nope. Third edge. Right. That makes sense. The Pathfinder session was pretty much just, oh yeah, we have to find a cure for Jasper. What about finding Bishop Brachio? Nah, that won't work. Okay, let's find a silver dragon. Oh, that didn't work out either. Oh shit, I guess there's no cure for Jasper. And a demon comes in and it's like, oh yeah, I might have a cure for Jasper. To be continued. And that was the whole session. Pretty straightforward. There was like one instance where like some checks were being done with regards to an armored bear, but past that it was just we have sessions in phases like that where we'll have like one session that's purely combat, another session that's the aftermath, another one that's like the lead-in slash okay, let's deal with all this. This is basically just pure setup and conversation stuff, which is cool. It worked out. Man. Alright, I do have 10 of those. Ah. And my A button is still acting up, so that's unfortunate. But what can you do? So two of them were supposed to be in a cave marked by 2 torches, but I'm not finding any. I'm finding a lot of bokoblins though. Like an absurd, unhealthy amount of bokoblins. My god, there's so many of these bastards. It's unreal. I'm gonna need a big one here. Get that back on. There we go. That's that good shit right there. These are supply crates. Let's see what we got. Oh. Hi. Hi. I think that went well. I wonder if that cave was the cave I was supposed to go into. That would suck if that's the case. Man. Okay, you. Die. That fire hammer's putting in the work. There's a fire right there. That's gotta be the cave, right? Surely.
Oh?
I wonder what happens if I just break those crates of food. Nah, there's no way I should be doing that. That'd be evil even for me. Just one. Okay. Looks like didn't get it. Let's do that. Those fire arrows at? Oh boy, what's all this? Well, okay. Not much I can use in here. Sticky lizard. God, the caves in this game are so cool. Okay, that's a horrible one. Ugh. I hate those bastards. called it. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going right now. Just sort of playing it by ear. So this cave is kind of large. God.
Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Man. More of this. Alright, let's see here. Ooh. Red chicken jelly. Should probably make another one item. Oh, right. Kind of not useful. Hmm. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, that's a normal one. Never mind. I can kill this. Just need to freeze it. Okay. There we go. Easily done. General Sledge. Interesting. Okay, there's something in here. It looks like a Bokoblin. Might also be a Yiga member. But it mostly looks like it's a Bokoblin. And then again, it has weird looking horns. Gotta be something. Let's see. Yep. That's a Bokoblin's horn. I wonder if he has anything good. Ah! Icicle sword breaks. Oh, of course it does. Alright. So it was the hill with the lone pine, which is, I think, just this. Which I think it is. I don't know. Oh, that storm is right up there, isn't it? Oh, shit, there's two of them.
Oh! Uh-huh. I was hoping that would work, but I guess it doesn't work. So the only alternative is to do it Tulin's way. Attaboy, Tulin. Oh!
Row. That's actually kind of cute.
Hmm. Huh? Ah. 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 Oh. Oh.
Strong wind!
Okay, so in order to get up there, I guess I could just fire myself with the cannon, or I could just go up that way. I mean, clearly the game wants me to like go up those very obvious stairs into the giant cloud of doom. However, I have an alternative. Not a good alternative, but behold the air bike, a mastery of Zonai and Hylian engineering. Simple in its design, perfect in its execution, capable of taking you anywhere in all of Hyrule, provided you have the batteries for it. This bad boy flies good. Yeah, that's it. It's the magical flying thing. That's its whole gimmick. It just flies real good. But once again, this vehicle is kind of a cheat. Like, it's straight up. It's super cheap to make. You only need 9 Zonite. It uses maybe 3 parts. You still have to place them with a bit of precision, but it's, you know, it is what it is. At any point, I could just land this on one of these and, you know, Bob Trump. You gotta go in that shrine. Come on. Hmm. Hmm? Interesting. Whoa. Okay, that works. Cool. I like the shrine. Yeah, this game goes hard. I don't think there's ever going to be another Zelda game that's quite this good. But then again, you never know. If they just spend another half decade or more on it, it might turn out great. I'll get to play the next Zelda when I'm 40. Isn't that cool? That's cool. Seriously though, game development time is so long. Like man, at some point, one of my biggest anxieties is going to be, wow, I will die before this game I'm looking forward to comes out. Like maybe 40 years from now, I'll have to start worrying about that. That's why I'm glad that Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out at some point in the very distant future, maybe a year or two from now. Like, they gave us a trailer for it. No release date, though. Which is a damn shame. Oh, what's all this then? It's a frozen pool. Cool. I was totally looking forward to that. Okay, how do I get Tulum back? Just go back to the area I was at? Okay, yeah, he's over there. That thing looks like it's a burrito design.
Come. Come. To me.
Oh.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
Okay, so I've gotta go up that. I could continue cheating, but I feel like I should just play this one straight. Well, it's not really cheating if it's built into the game. Woo! Alright, this is,
Here it goes!
down you go. You're going straight to hell. And this... Ah, here we are. Not great, not terrible. That'll work. There we go. Okay, I think there's another knife over there. Perfect. Beautiful timing and everything. Off we go. Another one. Kind of avoid as many of these as I can.
Leave it to me!
might be. Alright. Trade some Geese eyeballs for some Aracuda eyeballs. There we go. I think the game's trying to tell me something. It's like, hey, by the way, you should cook. Cook a lot of stuff right about now. Should make stuff. That'll do for now. Let's see here. This one. Am I slipping on these? That's concerning. Okay, so I'm guessing the shrine's up there. There's no way to reach it from here. So I need to... That's odd. Okay, there it is. So killing those Aracudas in like 2 hits instead of 1.
Leave it to me.
Can't forget these. Go. Up. Holy shit. Even with buff defense, that hits hard. Where's it at? This'll do. It is strong. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Better use that big roll, it works. Once again, cheesing the game has solved all of my problems. Ooh. Hard sonar charge. That's not bad. Yeah, okay, there's no point in that. So the game clearly wants me to use one of these, but I'm like, nah. I got this. Incidentally, I don't actually got this. Think here. Yeah, I'll go. What's the worst thing, right? What's that you say? I need fire? How unfortunate. I seem to be out of fire. Oh well. That's not good. Okay. Pop it in there. I wonder how far up I can go before this vanishes. Probably all the way. Nah. This place is getting creepier and creepier the more I try to travel through it. Ooh. Something I kind of want to do, I haven't made time for, is I want to stream Stranger of Paradise some more. Just do the Gilgamesh DLC real quick, but later. I'll do that later. For today, though, I should focus my energy on just fiddling around with these.
Leave it to me! Now!
Oh, there's the shrine. Cool. And there's a ship just down there. apparently there's a new tier of cold. Super duper cold. Guys. Trial serve as the checkpoint, but I kinda feel like I should just get some other stuff, like maybe some gear or something. I have this, but my defense will go down if I use it. Maybe I should go back to Rito Town and buy some cool gear. At the very least, some cold pants or something. Also, I'll have to upgrade them too, so there's that. It's not too big of a deal though. Yay, Rubber's Blessing. Freebies! God damn, the cold up here must be substantial if, like, wearing a fire hammer isn't helping. You know, something that horrifies me is I'm pretty sure I'm about 40 now, close to it. I'm gonna die soon. That's great. Finally, I can be rid of this hell world. Sorry, that was a weird thing to say. But no, I think I'm getting close to 40. I haven't been keeping track of my age because I just don't care anymore. Like, the joy of birthdays are a cruel, sadistic lie taught by parents who don't actually love you that much. In my experience, that is. Everybody else can have their happy birthdays. More power to them. Man. I guess I'm bitter, but I'm really not. I'm just tired. I like how my cold resistant elixir is just barely keeping me topped up. Okay. Oh, the ship sure serves a purpose now. Next ship. Kind of amazing how well they fine-tuned this though. Like, they accounted for each jump and removed used Tulin. Because I used Tulin for that one, and now he's on cooldown. So of course there's an island right here to catch him. And now he's off cooldown. So the next island won't be an island. It'll be another ship that I have to catch using Tulin. Watch. See? If I mistimed that, I'd have to catch the next one. Catch this one. Okay. So they really did a good job with design. Okay. Now that I'm out of Tulin, the frequency of the ships increase, but also these tiny little lines. So I still have to go up there. So,
Leave it to me.
and if I can't catch that, I can just grab that one down there. Yoink. There we go. Haha. I'm on top of this. God, that's a lot of ships. I got 7 minutes on the cold resistance. Let's open this cold resistance food. Not out of the woods yet, though. Next, we catch more ships. The vortex over there is really large. It looks like they accounted for you catching it from pretty much every direction, because like there are multiple platforms to jump on. Okay. This is it. This is the ship. The Wind Temple, the legendary Stormwind Ark. Man, this thing looks cool as fuck. You know, so in Twilight Princess, every temple always had this implied history. In other Zelda games, the implied history kind of isn't there, except maybe Skyward Sword. Most of them were just dungeons to be dungeons. In this game, it really feels like there's this large story being told by each dungeon. It's really cool.
Oh?
Anyway, there's Zelda. Or is it? What if it's actually spooky Zelda? Evil Zelda. Dark Zelda. Zelda May Cry 5 Special Edition. It's still incredibly cool to me that they decided to forego the whole Divine Beast thing and just make like full-on dungeons. I like that. I do think it's weird that they're about as bite-sized as the Divine Beast, if not a little bit more so. But what can you do? Okay, so this blows up, and so get on top of it. Boom. Give me the eyes. Alright. Ooh, shit. Thing's tough. Without my ability to... Okay. That's that. It's a bigger problem right now. I've still got plenty of Dinmel shards. I'm not really confident in my ability to procure more weapon pieces. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I guess I just have to go inside the Stormwind Ark instead of just trolling around and looking for that. But also... Okay, so let me see if we got this straight. The Stormwind Ark was built by a Zonai who accidentally fell down near the Rito region, essentially. And he had the Rito build him an ark. Rather, he had them collect the materials, and then he built the Stormwind Ark from those materials. Which in turn caused him to build this, and a bunch of other, like, smaller arcs with the Rito. And together they went high up into the air and basically just did, like, all the... I just want to touch this already. And they just saw the floating kingdom, essentially. There's an entire time period of the Zonai's interactions with others that's not being told. In fact, there's a lot of stuff that the game doesn't really tell you about the Zonai. Like, you know they're trapped in the sky. And they descended. Okay, I think I get it now. So I've got to find what it gives.
Brave fledgling. There are still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch should open.
Okay, so gotta release
Heed
the locks.
my words.
But like the Stormwind Ark is really interesting because, like, it was just built as a mode of transportation back into the Zonai Kingdom. But it's been here in the skies ever since, just sort of floating there. And it's implied that once the Ritos saw the kingdom and the Zonai with them, that was it. That was the end of the story. Like, they lived happily ever after. But what happened after that? Was transportation the real purpose of the Stormwind Ark, or was it like a containment facility or something? Anyway. I'm overthinking the video game. This is a game first in the story segment. Ooh. I'm keeping that. Can I get through this? Looks like I might be able to shoot something through these grades, but I'm not seeing nothing to shoot, so... Looks like one of the nearest ones is over here. I kind of keep wondering to myself, what exactly happened to all the other Zonai? Because there's a cutscene. There are a bunch of cutscenes you can make by finding Dragon Tears. And in one of these, Ganondorf was talking to Rauru, who's the last. Okay, yeah. Oh shit! But when he's talking to Rauru, he heavily implies that Rauru has surpassed his lineage, which implies that the Zonai weren't exactly great people. At least there's this heavy implication that, like, Ganondorf is both mocking Rauru as well as, like, outright saying, by the way, your people sucked, or they were evil, or something. I'm not really sure. But there's this like heavy-handed implication that Ganondorf knows something about Rauru and Zonai that Rauru's not very happy about, and they never really get along. It's just, it sure is a good thing you've risen above your lineage. It's so loose you can interpret that in 1,000 different ways. But one idea I had is when the Zonai descended upon the world, they weren't good. Like, the Zonai were just straight up evil. And Rauru and his sister are like the last survivors of the species. Yes, I don't know. I don't think they even outright said what happened to the Zonai. Just that they're gone, Rauru was like the last one before he died. Because he's gone too. Hard to react to. There we go. Oh shit, there goes that. Bottom one. And there's a lot this game tries to leave up to interpretation, I'm thinking, because, like, the game clearly wants the story to be very self-contained, but in a way that still connects to other stuff in Zelda. Because the Sealing War is, like... The Imprisoning War, rather, is, like, a big event in the Zelda franchise. It's, like, repeatedly re-referenced and given sequels to. And here it's like the Imprisoning War plays out really differently from how it supposedly does in Ocarina, because in Ocarina of Time, that's supposed to be the Imprisoning War, or at least a take on it, so to speak. Yikes, I have a pot lid? How did that happen? Blow at it. And I could. Oh, I could. Okay. Cool. That works for me. Okay, that's one lock released.
This thing opened one of the locks.
I feel like stuff with the Zonai, the first incarnation of Hyrule, predates basically everything in the entire franchise. The whole kit and caboodle. We're talking Ocarina of Time, everything. Friggin' Link's Awakening, Zelda 1. It's all just. Okay, did that do it? Like the first Ganondorf to ever exist was like the OG Ganondorf, and he got sealed away. So like other incarnations appeared, but he was always still there.
sealed away, essentially. So this King Rauru guy founded Hyrule itself, or the first possible incarnation of Hyrule. Then that kind of doesn't gel with Skyward Sword, I guess. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm not going through that. Yeah, that's not. There we go. And then I'm gonna do this, possibly, no. How do we move it? Wow, okay. Take counter for that shit. They're like, no, you ain't going through that. You dreaming. Move along. What's up there now? I want to get up to that, but I don't think I can. Here, maybe I can. I don't know. Oh yeah, I totally can. I don't think there's anything up there, but hey. Weird that they didn't want me to go in here. Oh wait, that's a cannon. That's a fucking cannon. Okay, game, I see what you're doing. I see you, game. That's what I'm doing. Video games. Yeah. Did I get it? Nope, I did not. Damn. Maybe if I blow in from this angle. Kind of see it, but I'm like, man, how do I get it there? Okay, Tulin. Do your thing. Nope, not that way either. What to do? I think the biggest question mark in this game so far is what happened to the Zonai. You know, like, the Zonai existed super far back in history. And the last survivor founded the first Hyrule. Why? For what purpose did he found this first Hyrule? Who were the OG Zonai? Here. I don't think it's laid anywhere, but you don't know. No, just to the top here. This ain't much of it. Maybe I should go through another part of this one of these orbs. Oh, okay, it's all over. That's concerning. Okay, so the entire arc is loaded with cannons for some insane reason. Now that's really concerning, actually. So he built this, and he also had it armed with cannons. It was this Zonai dude who did that. And okay, I'm about to die. Oh, that's neat. Trapdoor. Okay. Mine now. What do I get? Cool. This arc is big too. I think the interesting thing about this is it's not called just the Stormwind Arc, it's called the Wind Temple. Which very heavily implies that it was a site of worship. Why though? Okay, hold that down. This one. This one. Nope, it won't. That's no good. So we can figure out how to open these doors. This game's levels are pretty dynamic. Not gonna lie, like this is like the fact that they account for you being able to climb everything is pretty good, because, like, that's obviously... Oh, shit, that's... Ah, never mind. I'm over with it. Alright, what do we got here? A liver. Okay, Kronk, pull the liver! I don't know what this does, but good for it. That's concerning. Ah, fuck. Okay, yeah, that's pretty strong. Whoa! Yeah. That's about right. So, like, one thing that really got to me is the Thunder Temple genuinely felt like it was supposed to be like the actual pyramid from Link's Awakening. Visually, it doesn't look quite the same, but the fact that it's like a pyramid with a hole in the top of it is kind of telling. Grab the ruby. Grab the ruby. And I get a mighty construct bow out of it. Or I would, if I had any use for that. As for the Storm Raider, I don't think that has any like parallels, but it's interesting that it has its own history. Whereas the temple's kind of like a weird outlier, it's just sort of there. The Thunder Temple. I don't think there's any real history to it, it's just, oh yeah, it's a temple. The light. The Thunder Sage used it a lot. Up there. Interesting. Can always use more arrows. It's a shame these boxes only ever drop arrows. Like in Breath of the Wild, you could get food and shit from them. Here it's like, yeah, it's just arrows. You don't need anything else. What are you talking about? Probably construct those into something. Captain 4 Reaper. That's pretty powerful too. I think I'll replace the Opal Scepter with it. Which is, I like the Scepter. It's not that useful to me right now. Okay, Tula, you're up. That didn't do anything. Oh, wait a minute. I get it now. Power of wind is ineffective without a properly built fan. That's what I say, but that's... This is made of rock too, so that's a bit of a downside. We'll make it work. Okay, and up next, got one of those. Gonna go for the whole shebang, so to speak. I've been looking back on a movie that I saw back when I was a kid, and really coming to appreciate kind of what a miracle it was that it even came out. Kill Bill. All of it, the whole thing. My God, that movie. What had to happen to make a movie that fucking good? What miracles had to be created for an ether to make a movie that goddamn good? I look back on it and I think to myself, wow, holy shit, I didn't appreciate that movie at all. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was watching, I just thought it was cool. That movie was fucking good.
Here it goes! Yeah!
Okay. Yeah, that works. I think it'll last long. Ah! Get fucked. Okay. And let me 2-1 again.
Leave it to me!
Do the thing, 2-1. Do it!
Three more to go! We can do it!
favorite details in this game is how, like, the more time you spend doing this, oh shit, that's right. Still need one of these. May as well just risk it. One of my favorite details in this game is how, like, the further you progress a dungeon, the more the music changes. Not that one. This one. Sneak strike all the way. Fuck the rules. Okay, so we've now done the main ones. We go further into the temple to get to the others. It looks like there might be one right below me. Down in here. So go back down there. Now it's cool how, like, the music transforms across the dungeon the more you progress. Like, every time you hit a major, like, progress point, the music shifts. And that was in Breath of the Wild too. I was especially a fan of how they used it in, like, the Camel Divine Beast. I can't remember what it was called. Naboris? Yeah. Because the way the music is structured, it just sounds perfect when it starts coming together like that. Okay, we're gonna make it back there. I'm not in. I made it. That's great. I did that on purpose to see if dropping down would do anything. No, that's a fail state. Like, if you drop down in a trap, it's a trap. There's no special secret area. You just fall down. Disappointed, but not surprised. Oh, come on, really? What's all this? Guess it's like a propeller? No. Let's go up. What's over this way? Sturdy wooden stick? Save that for later. Oh, we need it. I gotta admit though, this dungeon is actually a lot of fun. Look how freeform this one feels when compared to, like, Thunder Temple. Thunder Temple's all basic. It had a lot of traps, which was kind of its main gimmick. But it didn't really feel like a dungeon, it felt like a divine beast. This feels like a dungeon.
nothing is up here. Apparently. What if... Ah, I see now. Nope, no good. Gotta be one of these. If I just connect right here. Yeah, okay, that no. Okay, that's not gonna work yet. Seems like it's turning. Alright, there we go.
Here it goes! Three down, two to go. We're almost done, Link.
Hell yeah. Cool how the dungeon's just short enough, or just long enough rather, that's engaging the flavor. But still short enough that it doesn't overstay its welcome like, say, a classic dungeon. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, though. Because you see, I kind of like the classic dungeon length from Link's Awakening. Not Link's Awakening, but basically A Link to the Past. That's the one. God, A Link to the Past was so fucking good. It's unreal. The more I think about that game, the more I'm like, wow, it's amazing that like people made this, and it was as good as it was. I kind of want to play that now. I haven't played A Link to the Past in ages. But supposedly, it's just a straight prequel to Zelda 1. And I've never played Zelda 1 outside of like trying to do a little bit. I've done the first dungeon of Zelda 1. Because I did like a playthrough semi-recently of it. But that game is really freeform, so you can tackle dungeons in any order. And it's easy to stumble into stuff you're not ready for. But the problem I have with that game is its combat is designed by nature to wear you down. You have like a limited resource, your health. And if it's full, you can breeze through a lot of stuff. But the moment you get hit, that's when everything starts going south. Slowly but surely. Because getting resources in that game is a huge pain. Getting health is hard because you have to farm enemies, and that means you also have to expose yourself to enemies. Enemies are a limited resource. You can't just repeatedly go from one area and farm them all. And rupees, my god, rupees are super limited. It feels like the game's deliberately starving you out of getting rupees. Which, of course, might actually be what it's doing. The main point is... Zelda 1 is hard. It's designed to be really engaging, but still really hard. And getting through that game involves just straight up not getting hit. Which sounds easy, but they pack a lot of enemies into like one screen. You have to dodge around. And the game expects you to kill them because you need rupees in order to like get stuff to progress. The shops have like major key items that you need. Just important items that will help you along the way. My main point in Zelda 1 is it's got a very intentional resource-starved design. Where like getting resources takes a while. Getting health back, that takes a while. Because you want to be in full health at all times because the Blade Beam is like the main mechanic of the combat. It's like your best possible resource. And wouldn't you know it? That's the one that you can't get a whole lot of. Because they don't want you to have Blade Beams all the time if you can help. Okay, so I'm gonna go down there somehow, but I don't really know how. Maybe there's like an exhaust port back here. I'm not seeing one. Kind of funny, A Link to the Past Blade Beam was really different from like the one from the first game, which, you know, was clearly intentional. Okay, I can't go in there. And I'm running out of food. I would do a combination of like staving off the cold with like an actual weapon. There we go. But the Blade Beam in A Link to the Past is different because it's circular. Sort of like the Master Sword Blade Beam in this game. Except this one is more like Skyward Sword is. That's literally just the Skyward Strike, but you can do it whenever. And the Blade Beam is more useful than that because you don't get it right away. In the first game, you just straight up get it. Like, it's right away. It's part of the default moveset, which is, you know, a stabby attack. The Blade Beam's just like that, except it's a straight sword. In Link to the Past, the Blade Beam was like an actual circular thing, kind of like what I was showing there with the Master Sword. But it's also not like a major part of combat. You have to get in close to enemies. You have to work around their shields. You actually have to work around their swords. So the one thing I always thought was interesting about A Link to the Past's combat is it really insisted that like you figure out ways around an enemy's sword. So there's a sword clash mechanic where if your sword's hitbox was on theirs, it just caused a parry of swords to happen, and you'd both be knocked back. And what this ended up doing is it forced you to be a bit more precise with how you were hitting enemies, or ambush them. Whereas in OG Zelda, I don't think it's really a thing. I mean, it kind of is, because there are enemies like with stabby hitboxes and stuff. But the bounce back thing was always meant to feel sort of like a punishment in games like Pokemon. Because, you know, you hit the wrong part of the enemy, you delayed the part of combat you wanted to get into, which is fighting them, hitting them. You do combat and hit things. That's a rule. What is this? Can I get in there? Probably not. Not seeing a way. Oh. Maybe I can.
Link to the Past, the combat really didn't feel as resource-driven as Zelda 1. Was my main point, was that it was functionally very different. There was a quest for the Master Sword that you had to complete, where you got all the magical MacGuffin things, and all that kind of stuff. And the Master Sword was like, obtaining it was actually a thing, I think... I've never played Zelda 2, so I don't know, but I was gonna say it started in Zelda... It started in Link to the Past, but no, I never played Zelda 2, it's probably in that too. I sort of don't want to touch Zelda 2, but I'm curious, I'm morbidly curious to see what it was like. Because I've heard a lot of people like that game. And that it was very significant to the plot, overarching plot of Zelda franchise, but past that, I don't know. Let's go this way. So, okay. What else we got? I'm not seeing anything I can do here. Going up there is going to serve any purpose. Okay, no point going here then. I'll just, shit. Ain't the fact that I'm effectively on the timer.
Leave it to me!
So when compared to Zelda 1, the OG Zelda, for this, the Breath of the Wild games are kind of loosely based on, in terms of like just their approach to gameplay. This does feel a bit like that, because it is heavily resource management driven, in a way that A Link to the Past kind of wasn't. If that makes any sense. Especially Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was all about resource management. It wasn't as unforgiving as Zelda 1, but like the idea that like everything is a resource you can manage is still there, 100%. More than anything, I think the approach again has the freeform aspect of the game, where you can just do anything in any order, you can fight the final boss right out the gates, which to me is its neatest aspect. That, in my opinion, is probably the most like Zelda 1 element of the Breath of the Wild games. It's kind of the game's identity. In a way. Just the freedom to do whatever. Freedom to go anywhere and do anything. That to me is kind of what makes it very similar to Zelda 1. Zelda 1's all about that. How best to put it? It feels like they set out to make a modern Zelda 1. That's really it. Like they wanted to make that game, but like a completely modernized take on it. And if that's true, one could almost argue that Breath of the Wild is like a reboot of Zelda 1. Thematically. Not literally. Okay, that wasn't it. Is that the vibe I feel like it's supposed to be going for? Because like, if Breath of the Wild is supposed to be its own take on Zelda 1, then one could argue that this is like the most realized version of that, in a way. Because unlike Zelda, unlike Breath of the Wild, this one actually has straight up dungeons, which is cool. I actually found my way into the Watch Temple early. I couldn't proceed with it because you need your partner character to actually like do anything in the dungeon. Unfortunately, that's the downside, is you have to have their ability to progress the dungeon. But like,
Yeah, no, the fact that I could even go to the water temple in advance, nothing barring me, and just explore it and do some of the stuff right out the gates is honestly kind of cool. So, while I've been talking about my thoughts on this particular part of the franchise's game design, I am having a hard time finding my way into where's the wind temple. Something down there. Access. Here we go. This is something. This has already been activated, so I have to go there. And what is this? Is this anything? No. It is not. However, it is. Opal, huh? I only got one moment of cold resistance? That sucks. How do I get in there? There's gotta be a way. I'm still. What about this? Chest. Arrows. Okay. Works for me. Doesn't help me get into that building though. This main part of the arc is captured my interest, but I don't know if there's a way to get in here. Specifically. Got in here, but this is like, this is kind of just part of the lock system that I've already done. So I can't do this. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. 15 minutes of cold resistance. Just have to live with it. I'm not seeing a way in here. Maybe I need to take one of these out. If Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are kind of the ultimate culmination of Zelda 1's game design, I would argue that... Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Ooh, boy. Okay, hold on. Ooh, this is dangerous. Ooh. Okay, Tully. Do the thing. If these games are the culmination of the Zelda 1 design philosophy, I would argue that Skyward Sword It's like the culmination of the Ocarina of Time design philosophy up to the point. I feel like it's not entirely accurate. Because the thing is, oh, this is really good. My God, fuck the silver weapon. Just right there. Can't really do anything with this one. Shit.
I'm all set.
I only got one more left. Neat. As I was saying, Skyward Sword had this weird thing where everything was a dungeon. Everything. Literally the whole game is one giant series of dungeons. So I don't think it's entirely fair to say that, like, it's the ultimate culmination of the Ocarina of Time design, but I feel like there's an element of that that's just like, okay, they just hyper-focused the game into one of the best elements of Ocarina of Time's design, which is, you know, how it used its dungeon setups. I feel like maybe that title just belongs to maybe it belongs to what do you call it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, Twilight Princess. I like Twilight Princess, and that was actually like Wind Waker. It was a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. Both were, actually, which is weird. Because both games happen along parallel timelines, where in one, the Hero of Time just didn't show up. And it was the timeline where, like, Ganon wins overwhelmingly, and then destroys Hyrule. And then it gets flooded by the gods, and they save the few remaining. And Ganondorf wakes up and is like, well, what the fuck happened? Why did I destroy Hyrule? Why did the gods flood it? And Twilight Princess happens in the timeline where Link wins and he saves the day and all that shit. And they're both essentially a similar sort of story, which is like one way or the other, Ganondorf appears and starts messing shit up again, and it's up to a hero. Except in Wind Waker, the funniest thing about that is that the hero isn't like the reincarnation or anything, he's just some dude. But, and that's thematically appropriate because the whole theme of Wind Waker is that it's about letting go of the past, moving on to the future. And that's why Ganondorf's the villain, is because he's thematically the villain. Like, he doesn't want to let it go. The whole thing of taking Hyrule is literally all he has left. Gerudo aren't anywhere in that world. He has nobody and nothing he cares about. It's all just one giant, and you'll pardon the exact metaphor here, but one giant example of sunk cost fallacy. Because the Hyrule is sunk, like literally. It's literal sunk cost fallacy going on. The dude's so in on this plan that he has to have no matter what. It's going somewhere. But basically, in Wind Waker, nothing is exactly a direct sequel, except, of course, in terms of Ganondorf's place in the story. It's like Ganondorf won, and then the gods intervened and sealed his power away and shit, flooded Hyrule, and set up the events of Wind Waker, where some random dude for a fishing village ends up having to rescue his sister, and then gets swept up in this whole thing about like Ganondorf trying to reclaim Hyrule and Daphne's trying to restore Hyrule.
But he's not like Link in that he's like a reincarnation of the hero. He literally just some kid. Got caught up in this big thing that doesn't have anything to do with him. Except in Daphne's case, he eventually lets go. He just comes to terms with, oh yeah, this is actually kind of fucked up. Making these kids suffer just so I can have my kingdom back. That's dumb. I should not do that. Whereas Ganondorf's like, no, you're definitely the reincarnation of the hero. This is all part of the big story that we're a part of. And it comes across as pretty pathetic. That's kind of the point. It's right down there somewhere. I wonder if that's gonna actually sink the ship. Ooh, that was dangerous. As I was saying, a Twilight Princess is like Wind Waker is almost a deconstruction of the Zelda plot from Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess is like a hard confirmation of its relevance in the story. Because in that, Ganondorf is defeated and he comes back and then gets sealed away in the Twilight Realm before the game even happens. And then at the twilight of Hyrule, the literal, like, end of Hyrule's time, or its current age, the reincarnation of the hero officially shows up. And has to basically fix everything. Because, the Twilight have been unleashed. This is all like one big plan by Ganondorf that we don't even know exists at that point in the story. It's just like a thing that's sort of happening. Not even in the background, it's just they never bring him up until like the literal very end. Where Zant reveals, oh no, it was all my master Ganondorf's evil plan. He is a god, dull creatures, etc. etc. You get the idea. It looks like there's a room over here. It's been here before. But Twilight Princess really goes hard on like the whole importance of the triad of heroes, so to speak. Triad, because Ganondorf is a hero, but like he represents power in the Triforce thing and whatnot. And he shows up at the end. He's like, he just straight up, he's like this big bombastic test of everything the game's been putting you through throughout the entire thing, including the horse combat. Unfortunately, that horse combat is bad. But I swear I had a point. Man, I'm having a really hard time finding it. Okay, it's just straight up down there. That makes no sense. Okay, so I've got to go to the center of the ship somehow. It's not that way. I've been through here before. I didn't lead anywhere. Man, I am lost. Oh. Hello.
Oh, it's this area. Still can't get in here. Oh, wait, hold up. I can. Okay, it's on the bottom of the ship, near the center. Alright. I guess what I'm trying to say is those two games both feel like they're supposed to be the culmination, mechanically and story-wise, of Ocarina of Time, but in different ways. Because they both spring off directly from Ocarina. Like, they're just straight up, like... They're the Ocarina of Time plot. Both of them. But just continue from both parts of what happened when the timeline split occurred. Anyway. I need to write a script for this sort of thing. I'm gonna like talk about it if I don't know what I'm doing.
That's it, Link.
Not being
We've
able to frame my
unlocked them
thoughts
all.
makes this way
We
harder.
should be able to open up the hatch on the main deck.
Okay. Okay, the hatch is about to be opened. Will we find? What will we find? Now that I think on it, I don't think I actually know Zelda 1's story. I know Ganon's in it. It's Ganon. It's always in Zelda games.
Okay, let's go!
That was the boss. Scourge Temple, Bulgara. I guess I'd take from that
That
trailer.
must be what's causing the blizzard! We've got to take it down! This wind is so strong! Don't get blown away, Link! We need to find a way to hurt it! Hey, that worked! What? Where'd it go?
Okay. Can teleport.
Link, below you! Way to go, Link! I'll help too.
Okay.
We have to stay clear of those tornadoes. Be careful! Link,
Not so sure. Hey, whatever.
Great job, Link! It's coming from below again! Nice one!
Oh, is he dead? Dead? Hey, no, fuck. Shit. Actually, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool bosses. Like, for real. 'Cause each one has, like, a specific gimmick revolving around its, particular temple and whatnot. Yes, I'll take that art. Oh, hey, another secret stone. Ah, yes, the forbidden fruit gummy. This one's sky flavored. Oop. It's magic, kid.
Tulin, my brave fledgling.
I know that voice. It's you. You're the one who's been guiding us?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long ago. I proudly served Hyrule's first king. I was a Rito warrior and a sage with control of the wind. Where you fight, the winds follow. I would expect nothing less from my descendant. You make me proud. That monster you defeated, the source of that intense blizzard, it was summoned by the Demon King. He thought it could stop you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Demon King? Secret stone?
This is a lot to learn all of a sudden, I know. But listen while I tell you what happened in the past. A tale of the imprisoning war. And the mission our people must accomplish. Years ago, when the kingdom of Hyrule was still young, a great evil, the Demon King, descended on the land. He sought to wipe out anyone who opposed him. But Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, requested my aid, as well as that of 5 other warriors, to fight the Demon King. Rauru gave us secret stones. Powerful objects that enhanced our formidable abilities. I carried one into battle as the Sage of Wind. It was thrilling to fight alongside my fellow sages. Yet we were still no match for the Demon King's overwhelming power. His magic was staggering, and I was unable to slip past his defenses, no matter how hard I tried. In the end, King Rauru realized that we would not be able to defeat the Demon King. To save our world, King Rauru sacrificed himself and sealed the Demon King away.
So that was the imprisoning war.
Some time later, another of the 6 sages, the Sage of Time, came to visit me, and her request would define Narito's mission in the future.
The Demon King will return. The magic binding him will be undone. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will only succeed with Narito's help. Summon the winds and support this hero.
It was clear what part Narito would play.
It will be an honor to defeat the Demon King. I swear to you that when the Demon King returns, the Rito Sage of Wind will awaken once more. And you can count on the full support of the Rito.
Why are they all wearing weird masks? That's something I never fully grasped. Like,
And now you
every
know
sage
about
is
the
wearing one of
imprisoning
these.
war, and a mission I accepted
Why?
on our behalf. You've saved Rito Village, but there's more to do. The Demon King will soon recover his full strength. Tulin, my brave fledgling, you must take up my secret stone and honor the Sage of Time's request. Fight the Demon King with the swordsman Link.
So it's my mission to fight the Demon King with you? Link! This is so amazing! I can't believe my ancestor gave me such an important mission. And it involves fighting alongside you to save the world! If we
Of course,
don't
a
do
kid would have
anything,
that
then
response.
the world is gonna be in big trouble. I can't let that happen. I'll do this! I'll happily take this secret stone!
That's another thing I'm wondering. Why are they called secret stones? What's the secret? Is there a secret? So many questions.
I am the Sage of Wind! Look! Check out what I can do now! Huh? Link, hold out your hand. I, Tulin, the Sage of Wind, swear to fight by your side until the end. Take this. It's proof that I'm with you.
Cool. Now I can summon a mini tool whenever I need him.
You can use that ring to call on my power anytime, alright? Okay, let's head back to the village and tell Dad.
Like he's most looking forward to telling his dad how he helped Link fight a giant sky monster. And also found the legendary Stormwind Arc from the Fables and whatnot. Yeah. There are a lot of bragging rights this kid has right now. If I were in his shoes, I'd flex on my old man too. Now, if only this blizzard could go away forever.
Hmm? Uh-huh. Oh. Oh? Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Hmm.
Ah. Uh-huh.
Alright. That's 2 sages down. Got a lot of good weapons out of this too, my god. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was very good. Okay. So it's the same as it's about the same as Breath of the Wild, where like you can eventually get a chance to like craft your own version of the champion's weapons. They're not great, but they are good enough. So, let me think. Village basically back to normal. I should at least be able to get the there we go. Okay, yeah, the more clothing stuff. Which is now dropped in price. But now within reasonable parameters. Basically, when you start a quest, when you first enter a region before the quest is completed, their specific stuff is like super crazy expensive. And then when you do like the main quest, suddenly it drops in price because you no longer need it. You're defeating the purpose. So you know, it's something to consider. Something I think I want to do. I want to shift gears for a bit, play something else. Because I've done what I set out to do. We got through the Rito quest. I've still got a few more to do though. I've got the Goron one, and then I've got the Zora one. Like I said, you can actually go up to the dungeon early. You can't do much there because you still need your respective sage to actually solve the puzzles. But if you had a mind to, you could totally go up there. It's actually kind of funny how you could do that. I did try solving puzzles through other means, and I don't think it's doing it. Like, I feel like it should be. Like, if you just don't want to have your sage solve stuff with you, you could just go up there alone and like work around it through ingenuity. I feel like that should be a thing you're allowed to do. But no, I can't, unfortunately. It sucks because it's like a really cool thing that you could just access the dungeon if you know how. And it kind of defeats the purpose of like being like Zelda 1, where you could do the dungeons in any order. Because you can't clear the dungeon without at least going through some of the story beats. Having the option to ignore those should still be a thing, if only for the sake of it. Like you could just accidentally stumble into a dungeon and clear it by working around with stuff. That to me would just be way better. But I mean, it is what it is. Technically speaking, you don't have to engage with the dungeons at all. You can just go straight to Ganondorf, just like you could in Breath of the Wild, where you can go straight to Ganon. It's much harder to do it this time, but you can still do it. And what's something that's really funny to me is that in Breath of the Wild, the game gave you just enough resources in the Hyrule Castle to just completely beat the boss. Okay, that's another heart container down. There we go.
you know what? I think I am gonna go ahead and call the stream for now. I'll probably pick it up again later on today when I'm feeling up for it. But now I just want to play something else for a bit. On my own time, of course. Where's that button?